Hey, you got to check this out. What we're going to be learning this week is how to write a formula. Come on now. Excel basics. Let's go ahead and start learning the basics by learning how to write a formula. And when you learn how to write a formula in Excel, that's your entryway into programming, because writing formulas is the same as coding. So if you want to be a developer, start writing formulas in Excel. Now, maybe you don't want to be a developer. You just want to keep doing your job so that you can keep your job and keep getting promoted and keep on thriving and keep on earning and keep on enjoying your life. Yes, so we can hear angels all the time. At the end of this week, you're going to know how to do 3D referencing. Today, we're starting with formula basics, order of operations, cell referencing. Tomorrow, we're going to move on to absolute cell referencing. I'm going to introduce you to a keyboard shortcut that's going to transform your life. And then finally, on Aloha Friday, you're going to have the skills to do this, which is called 3D referencing, a year-end summary of multiple worksheets. So we're going to say, hey, I want to take all the way from Q1, first quarter, second quarter, third quarter, fourth quarter. I want the summary right in here. So we can say, hey, Excel, do this. We launch the auto sum function in Excel right now is asking us, Billy, what do you want to sum? So we got to tell it, hey, Excel, I want to sum Q1 all the way to Q4. And inside those worksheets, sum F5 for me. And then we got to press F5. And there you have it. Then we can just double click on the autofill handle. And once again, we're done. And then are you watching this and saying, hey, wait, that's not how I do it. I'm still working on trying to get the first answer. Are you ready to get into some Excel formula basics and initiate a transformation? Well, let's go right ahead and let's do it. Gee-hoo. All right. I want you to go ahead and tell me this right here. By the way, did I already mention it? Aloha, my friends. This is Billy Wiggly coming at you live from the 9th Island, Las Vegas, Nevada. Yes. All right. I don't know if I already told you that, but lately what I've been trying to do is tell you what I'm going to tell you. Boom. Then introduce myself and then show you this. And ask you, is that 65 or 110? So usually, some people say it's 65. Some people say it's 110. So which one is it? Is it 65 or is it 110? So come on now, my friend, run the calculation. Let's go ahead and see what Excel tells us it is. But first, come put it in the chat. Let me know what you think. I don't know what's happened to us, but I've been teaching Excel all over the world. And whenever I'm teaching this part, the order of operations, in other countries, everybody knows it. No problem. And when I'm teaching it here in the US, for some reason, we forgot about the order of operations. Oh, well, we know how to do it. Excel knows it. I don't need to know it. That's right, Excel knows it. That's why you really need to know it. So come on, let's learn. So did you say 110 or did you say 65? So let's go ahead and see what Excel tells us. 65. All right. Don't be sad if you said 110. If you're sitting there going, hey, Billy, I said 110 because 5 plus 6 is 11. That's right. Congratulations. And then times 10 is 110. So if you said 110, I say congratulations. You know how to add and multiply. And congratulations, because you're about to take that ability to another level by learning the order of operations. And in the order of operations tells us that we have to do the multiplication first. We're going to go ahead and do 6 times 10 first, and then we add the 5. So now let's go right ahead, and the order of operation works like this. And there's an easy way to remember it. So you've got parentheses, you've got exponents, you've got multiplication, division, addition, and subtraction. Isn't that cool? That's called the custom fill series. Excel basics. And now, do you see any parentheses here? No. Do we see any exponents? Exponents would be something like 10 squared, something like that. 10 to the 5th powered. Is there any exponents? No. Is there any multiplication? Yes, there is. 6 times 10 is 60. So we're going to do that first. And so the order of operations works in this order: parentheses, exponents, multiplication, division, addition, and subtraction. From left, from left to right in this direction. Now there's a way to remember this, but let's continue on with our operation. No parentheses, no exponents. There's multiplication, so we did it. Do we have division? Nope. Do we have addition? Yes, we do. We have 5 plus 60, and that gives us 65. There you have it. And you're saying to yourself, wow, that was easy. Well, let's try it again. What's up, Jeff? I see you over there on YouTube. Thank you for visiting. Where's all my LinkedIn people? You LinkedIn people, you're the ones that really need to see this. A lot of y'all are scared about Excel and scared of AI. Think of AI as amplification of intelligence, okay? You've been working with AI, you just didn't know it. So come on now. You got to be positive. Don't get mad, get skills. Take a look at this one. I'm going to put the order of operations right in here again. Excuse me, we got a lot of smoke from fires here in the Las Vegas Valley. There's a fire in northern Nevada, and smoke is just pouring into the valley. What's nice is that it rained. Monsoon season came back all of a sudden. We weren't expecting it because it's been absent. So let me go right ahead and give you a quick way to remember the order of operations. So you don't have to think parentheses, exponents. Think of the order of operations as, please excuse my dear Aunt Sally. Did you see that? That was cool, right? That is called a custom fill series. Double clicking on the autofill handle. Boop, boop, just like that. So please excuse my dear Aunt Sally. For it means we do parentheses, exponents, multiplication, division, addition, and then subtraction. So now let's go right ahead and do this calculation right here for me. So come on now. Start working your way through it and let me know what the answer is. Put it in the chat. Da-da-da-da. Should have a little bit of music going, huh? Yeah, while you do this, let's see what we got over here. We will play a playlist. The daily live playlist. Let's go with that, my friends. Ooh, yeah, nice. Come on, so what do you think? Am I getting any answers? 8? You said 8? Okay, I got an 8 so far. What else? What else? Come on now. We got an 8. 48.2. I don't know if that's the answer. We're going to check. And let's just go ahead and start working our way through it. So the first thing that we do are parentheses. Do we have parentheses? Yes. 4 plus 2 is 6. So then we can go rewriting. We're rewriting it. Just go through the order of operations step by step. Step by step, my friends. Let me do a quick sound check. Step by step. We got good sound. Now, do we have exponents? No. Do we have multiplication? Yes, we do. 6 times 6. Boom. There it is. Now, do we have division, my friends? Looks like we do right there. There's our division. So we're going to go right ahead. Move on down. Now, do we have addition? 3 plus 12. That gives us 15, my friends. So here we go. Copy it on down. There you have it. And then Sally, subtraction. And the final answer is 8. And those of you that said 8, you're hearing angels. Woohoo! All right. Is our background music a little bit too loud right now? No, we're good. So we can keep on rolling. Let's get into some formulas. All right. And when you're part of Don't Get Mad, Get Skills, you get these spreadsheets to work on. You get to participate in the live classes. And you get to ask questions live of a Microsoft certified trainer, the only Microsoft Excel Basics only expert in the whole wide world. I know because I've looked. I'm the only one. The author of the 7 Steps to Excel Success is going to get you into right now writing formulas. So what we want to do here is we want to take amount 1 plus amount 2. What's the total? So the way that we would do this is we could say, hey, that's 12 plus 6. Now I want you to notice right here. These are our operators in Excel. We have multiplication, division, addition, and subtraction. Those are the operators. So 12 plus 6. And then we go ahead and say enter to do the calculation. And what happened? Nothing. Why? If you know why, put it in the chat. No equal sign. That's right. We didn't tell Excel what to do. We didn't command Excel. So we need to command Excel. When you're writing a formula, you have to start out with an equal sign. That's a command. Because remember, you rule Excel. You rule Excel. The brains of Excel are in the chair. And now, with the help of artificial intelligence, we're amplifying our intelligence. More on that later. Don't fear it. Don't get mad. Get skills. Let's do that equal sign. Now we press enter and we can say, nice. I don't know if I would do angels for this one. There's our formula equals 12 plus 6. But let's see what happens. If we go right ahead and say amount 2 right here, I'm going to make that a 0. So 12 plus 0 is what? 12. That's right. So I'm going to go ahead and press enter. The total should be 12. I press enter and the total is 18. Why? Because the formula is still 12 plus 6. Yeah, so now what we're going to do is we're going to learn about cell referencing. We're going to learn how you write formulas in Excel and the real power of Excel. Cell referencing. So when you're writing a formula in Excel, you're adding, dividing, multiplying, subtracting cells. It's the contents of the cells that changes. The formula remains the same. Pay attention. Equal sign. So what we're going to say is we're going to take whatever's in this cell and add it to whatever's in this cell. And this cell right here happens to be, this one happens to be cell C3. This cell right here happens to be cell D3. So we want to sum D3. We're going to take equals C3. C3, watch, C3. I'm not putting those colors in. Excel is putting those colors in. I typed in C3, then I press the operator plus, and then I'm going to type in E3 plus, whoops, excuse me, D3. See, I wanted to do E3. That could have been an error. It might not let me. So then I'll say D3. And look at that, it's color coding for us. Back in 2010 is when Excel version 2010 is when we started seeing these color coding. Before it was all same color. This made it a lot easier. Now look, color good, no color, bad, good, bad, good, bad, good. There you have it. So you want to see color. And this helps us when we got long formulas. You know, these colors help us identify what's going on over here too. Everything is making it easier for us. And there's other features. I don't know if you can see this other feature in Excel. This is a new feature. It came out this year. Watch this. You see that? It's giving me an answer. So let's say I select these two cell references and Excel right above it. See, can you see it right? Can you see it? Right there. Right now, look, I hover over that cell and you see, it's telling me the value of that cell. That's a new feature. I used to have to press F9 and then Control Z to do those kind of things. You know, when you're writing a really long formula, you have to be checking along the way. So here we have C3 plus D3, and there's the answer. C3. Take whatever's in C3 and add it to whatever's in D3. So now we go ahead and put a 0. Whoops. Make amount to 0. And then let's see our formula in action. Woo! Angels for sure. Look at that. That's the answer. 12 plus 0 is 12. The formula remains the same. It's the contents of the cells that has changed. All right, cool. Let's keep on rolling, my friends. Let's keep on rolling. Now what we're going to do is we're going to copy this formula on down. Because, you know, we don't have to retype it or copy and paste it. We can just use our nifty little autofill handle. That right there, my friends. Autofill handle. Now we can left click, and drag it on down. Left click and drag it on down to copy it all on down. Or we can just double click, click, boom. Just like that. Because, you know, what if it was 1,000 rows and we would copy that formula 1,000 rows? Just double click, boom, all the way down. Now let's take a look at these formulas. I'm going to go into the formulas tab and I'm going to show you something. When you want to view all the formulas in the workbook, like for example, in a worksheet, like in this case, I want to see my formulas right there. The way that I did that is I press Control tilde. So anything that has to do with formulas, we go to the formulas tab. Makes sense. Some things, a lot of things make sense. Some things are just like, how did they come up with that? But then you can just always go right in here. The most underutilized feature in Excel. Go ask for help. It's just funny because, I mean, it's all right there in front of us. We just get so busy all the time. That's why you need help, and I'm here to help you. So right here, when we go to formulas, there is this formula auditing group right here. And I'm not going to cover this in these next few days, but this is all important for us. I do cover it in my Formulas and Functions workshop and in my courses. Don't get mad, getskills.com, $75. You get all my courses right now. And so we're looking at this right here, show formulas. And you notice that little shortcut that appears? Show formulas. Whoops. Let's see if I can freeze it in place. No, come on. No, okay. Well, I'll just have it right there. Show formulas. And what that does is it let us know that Control tilde, you see the shortcut? Control tilde, let me drop the level on the music a little bit here. All right, there we go. Now, show formulas allows you to see your formulas. And here we see C3 plus D3, okay? C3 plus D3. Then the next formula is C4 plus D4, and the next formula is C5 plus D5. All we did was write that first formula. I'm gonna press Control tilde again to hide my formulas. Now notice that when I press Control tilde, it's gonna turn that off right there. Control tilde, boom. Just like if you would have pressed the button, that's the keyboard shortcut. So here we have it. Right here, C3 plus D3. Now we didn't need to type it. We can just point and click. As a matter of fact, I think that's what we did, right? Equals, take whatever's in that cell. Oh, we typed it. We don't need to type it. We can just click. So we can say, hey, take whatever's in that cell, and then we put in the operator and added to whatever's in this cell. There you go. Isn't that cool? And then enter, double click on the autofill handle, and then we hear the angels. Right on. So what we're seeing right here is called relative cell referencing. When we copied the formula on down, it kept our cell references relative. Relative cell referencing. So the first part is cell referencing. This formula references cell C3 and D3. And then when we copied the formula on down, we experienced a feature in Excel that's called relative cell referencing. So when we copy the formula, it keeps the cell references relative to where we're at. In this case, C4, and in this case, it's still C and D. It's still this C and this D, except it's C5 and D5 right in there, just like that. All right, so now we're gonna move it up to give you a little preview right here of what we're going to learn tomorrow. So today we learned the order of operations, parentheses, exponents, multiplication, division, addition, subtraction. We learned that we can remember it as, please excuse my dear Aunt Sally, and we go from left to right. Then we learned about cell referencing. And when we copied the formula down, we learned about relative cell referencing. We learned that an equal sign is your way to command Excel. Because you rule Excel, the brains of Excel are in the chair. Don't get mad. Get skills. You see this hat? DGM swag. The white hat is the top level. I got other color hats. These hats are not for sale. You got to earn them. This is the one you want to go for. The white hat. The DGM white hat. Don't get mad. Get skills, my friends. And then we learned about relative cell referencing. We learned that formulas in Excel, you add, divide, multiply the cells. It's the contents of the cells that changes. The formula remains the same. Now we're going to get into a preview of what we're going to be learning tomorrow. We're going to kick it up a notch. These are the answers that we have right here. I'm not going to go into the formulas, but we're going to learn how to do some of these. So let me go ahead and select here and delete. And what we're going to work on is we're going to take the price, including the tax, plus the shipping. What's the total? Oh, you think you could probably do it now? All right, go for it. Go for it. And all these spreadsheets are available in don'tgetmadgetskills.com. And those of you that are part of don'tgetmadgetskills.com, you know we have a community that you can be a part of, participate in, and get your questions answered in real time. So tomorrow, we're going to kick it up a notch. I'm going to teach you one little button that's going to change your life. Even if you've been using Excel for a lot of years, you're probably going to say, I never knew that, Billy. Thank you for changing my life. Now you're going to do something like this tomorrow. You're going to start out by saying that times that plus that. And then you're going to press enter. We're going to go, no. And then maybe you're going to get the formula right at some point. You know, maybe you do get it right off the bat. But then there's also another little step that we miss. When you copy the formula down, you go, oh, we got a problem here. Well, I'm going to show you how to fix that. All of these problems are going to be solved, and you're never going to have these problems again. Tomorrow, we continue on with relative cell referencing. And then we're going to get into some functions. The auto sum is going to be revealed to you. And we're going to end up with relative cell referencing, what we did right here. And it's all in the setup and beginning with the end in mind. So you can continue on the learning by just going to Don't Get Mad, Get Skills, my friends. You can also go to getskills.tv. That's another site. Don't Get Mad, Get Skills is the main site. Don'tGetMadGetSkills.com. Get on over here right now. Click on the arrows so you can see testimonials. Video testimonials from everybody that's been learning, from a lot of people that have been learning. $75 for all my courses. We got the live classes. Coming up right here, right behind me, is the languages code, AI introduction, harness the power of ChatGPT to future-proof your career. That course is coming. And then there's going to be 3 more courses on top of that. So 4 new courses coming in, and they're all going to be part of the $75 Excel VIP bundle. I've got advanced Excel formulas and functions for data analysis. I've got macros, and I've got Excel table basics coming up. So that's 4 new courses coming to you, all included in the $75 deal. To see what everybody else is saying, tons of testimonials. Just come on down, my friends, and get yourself some skills, because we don't get mad, we get skills. And like I always want you to know, my friends, I love you. I want you to keep on learning. And most of all, don't get mad, get skills. Aloha.